In the early years of the space program, all we wanted to do was hurl apes into space. That was NASA's only objective, to send the apes to outer space and watch them explode. President Eisenhower would call us on the phone and say, "I've got a whole bus full of juicy apes coming your way. America's counting on you, eggheads, to send those bastards screaming into the cosmos till they pop." I remember this one time we received a shipment of 60 of the plumpest, juiciest apes we'd ever seen. Our orders were to throw them up into the sky and have them explode into a magnificent cloud of guts for the American people to marvel at from their driveways. And I remember as I was taping the apes to the outside of the rocket, one of them looked at me with these big, sad, doe eyes that just broke my heart. And I started questioning, am I doing the right thing? But then this wicked look came over his face and he said to me, "Keep Austin weird." And that's when I realized that all the apes were monsters who deserved to explode.
My job was analyzing research data that the Curiosity rover would send back from Mars. A couple of years into the mission, we started receiving strange transmissions from the rover. They'd say, "Send wife," over and over again. We just assumed it was some sort of glitch and ignored it. But not long after that, we noticed in photo samples that he had built himself a wife out of rocks. It was remarkable. He would keep it clean and feed it oil and sort of nuzzle it with his face. Sometimes he'd just drive in circles around it for hours and hours. It was around this time he stopped responding to us.
For 12 years at NASA, my job was to crouch near the airlock on shuttle missions to keep astronauts from wandering out into space. Most of the time I was able to scare them off with a few squirts of vinegar, but there were always a handful of astronauts who got past me. They'd run out into space and they'd die, and then once they were dead, I would go into their rooms and eat all of their extra space meals. I ended up gaining over 100 pounds from all the dead astronauts' space snacks that I ate, and that was problematic because the flaps of fat that developed on my chest would drift upwards in zero gravity and suffocate my face. This was ultimately why I had to retire.
As the budget for the space program dwindled over the years, we began exploring how to use our skills as scientists to procure more funding. One idea we pursued involved hurling what was essentially fishing line into space with some goat meat on the end of it and trying to catch an alien so that we could reel the alien back to Earth and teach it about blue jeans. The hope was that the alien would be impressed by the blue jeans and would want to buy them for everyone on its home planet. And we would sell them to the aliens for $1 million. Easy money, right? Well, unfortunately, the alien we did end up catching didn't have legs. It was just a glob with thousands of teeth, and it saw no value in blue jeans. In the end, all we could do was smash the alien up with a hammer and sell its meat to a dog food factory for $50. Not quite the million we were hoping for, but still pretty good.